gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Lessons in Zoldering. We're going to do some silver zoldering, and later on we might do a little hot zoldering. Safety first, make sure you have your glasses and gloves on. I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is noted Bolivian counter-revolutionary, Mike Magus.
Whoa! What's this counter shit?
Well, I just figure you just fight the power no matter what it is.
I was watching Sharp clips earlier, so I have to do it. Driving around a chicane-filled track in Belgium? That's zoldering. We are here for the GT2 Redux series. I'm not sure what round we're actually. Well, round 5. It's on the video, Mike. God damn it.
Holy shit!
Round 5 from Zolder. Qualifying coming to an end here with Brody Steen on pole ahead of Luciano Chazo, Sean Kenny, Richard DeRoche, and John Spriggs. Nice to see a mix of cars up there. That's good. Andrew D, John Barker, Martin Edmonds, Tyler Agelli, and Serge Hendricks rounding off the top 10 right now. I'd like to welcome back Tyler Agelli. It's been a while since he's been on one of our commentaries. And just because we haven't seen you in a while doesn't mean we ain't going to abuse you.
Correct. You slip up one time, you become a living meme.
We also have a new racer to the field, Paul Hopp, who is driving the Corvette. So that'll be interesting. Looks like we have our final grid here, or more or less final grid. Brody Steen, Luciano Chazo, second place. Round of applause for the Argentine. Sean Kenny, Richard DeRoche, John Spriggs, Andrew D, John Barker, Martin Edmonds, Tyler Gelly, Josiah Jerome, Serge Hendricks, Glenn Cabus, Bertrand Barrier, Michael Magus, Sean Zulu, James Butler down the grid order. That's a little strange. Paul Hopp, Chris Johnston. Chris, what is going on down in 18th, bud? That's confusing. Cole McRae and Ayrton Tobin rounding off the top 20. So the grid is forming up. Got anyone that you got your eye on here, Byron?
Well, I'd like to see what the new guy does. It'd be interesting. But ordinarily, I look out for kangaroos and wallabies and things that'll cause your tires to go all slippery.
All right, so the deal here is we got a 20-minute race, and then it will be a 40-minute reverse grid race after that. Now, I will, spoiler, not for the action, but during race 2, the race room servers went down. So we're not going to get the full race 2. We are going to get most of it. So get ready for some fun. But it will be cut a couple of minutes short.
I'll tell you who wins, though. It's Mike Stockmill.
He's not even here. Red
light. So fast, they didn't even put him on the list.
And here we go. Whoa, big move in the background there. I think that's Cole McRae in the yellow P45 doing some extreme stuff. Brody Steen has retained the lead at the start, but it's a bad start for Luciano Chazo. He has fallen down the order behind Sean Kenny and John Spriggs, and briefly was down as low as 6th place, but has gotten back to 4th.
Good dude driving on the track there, boy.
Martin Edmonds, Richard DeRoche, and Andrew D on his tail. Zach Wolf looks like he may have come off the worst of it because he's dropped a fair ways back, and that's Martin Edmonds off in the dirt there for a moment. That's let Andrew D up through, as well as Richard DeRoche. DeRoche into 5th place. Zolder's an interesting track. There's you have to be pretty bold to overtake here. It's a bit weird in the sense that I think it gets an unfair rap as being impossible to pass because I think there's a lot of opportunities, but it does involve some big testicles and a willingness to get up in there.
You gotta thrust majestically forward at all times.
I doubt we have anyone on the hard tires here, but we'll keep an eye out for it. Sean Kenny's still behind Brody Steen there, but ahead of John Spriggs, so he's in a BMW sandwich. All German cars at the front. And in 4th place, it is Chazo and then DeRoche D. Josiah Jerome's up to 7th. He's off to a great start here, as is Serge Hendricks, who's up to 8th place.
One might say he is surging to the front.
problems for Serge Hendricks, actually, right there. He just got undercut by Martin Edmonds, but Edmonds goes wide, and Hendricks, as well as Barrier, are going to get through. I think that was Barrier, anyways. Sean Kenny running in second place. So many goddamn white BMWs. This is the one problem with the GT2, and I know I've complained about this in every commentary, and I intend to continue.
As well you should.
The lack of actual the lack of actual diversity in each of these cars outside of the P45 in the rough is
it just not a selection, or is everybody in this race just that lame?
No, there's just not a selection. Like,
oh, okay.
Luciano Chazo!
Uh-oh.
He got too much of the curb there and has spun around at the Villeneuve chicane. Josiah Jerome moves up into 6th place. He's got Andrew D in his sights. You know, the problem is the BMWs are all white, the Corvettes are largely all yellow, and then the Cadillacs are all black. So it's like there's just nothing there. Like
it makes me want to listen to Black Cadillacs by Hot Smash now.
It's not our community's choices that are the problem. It's just a lack of actual options.
That sounds like vehicular racism.
A little bit. So we continue on here. Pretty early days, but we've seen Martin Edmonds have a moment. We've seen Luciano Achazo have a very big moment. He's down to 17th now. Ouch. And we have Josiah Jerome looking to get up into the top 5. Didn't qualify well, but we all know Josiah Jerome's got he's got abilities. And he moves up the inside there of Andrew D into 5th place.
Does he have a certain set of skills?
Has a certain set of skills that make him very annoying to people like us. And he's really sorry about that.
That's awesome.
I actually was watching some Gridiron Heights, like this guy does like Gridiron Heights takes that aged well and it didn't age well thing, and it's kind of amusing. Although the guy doesn't seem to have the right sense of humor for it, because, like, for example, he used the Joe Flacco bit about whether he's an elite QB or a game manager to like, this is not aged well, and it shows him being a game manager with the Jets, and it's like, no, they were saying he was a game manager. Like, I don't think you didn't understand the joke, I take it.
I find that jokes are very difficult for people to understand, especially when they lack a certain education level. Mm-hmm. Like, if you've been to an American school, you don't understand humor.
Well, Josiah Jerome got past Andrew D, and Bertrand Barrier looks interested in trying to replicate that as well, although D is still looking for way past Josiah. Martin Edmonds in the background. Glenn Cabus up into the top 10. Good run for him. New man Paul Hop is in 14th place. So he's gone forwards, but not a tremendous amount.
We're going to hop around the clock tonight.
It's actually literally swapped places with Michael Magus, who started 14th and is down in 17th.
I have never heard of this 17th. Michael Magus. Perhaps you could tell us more.
What would you like to know about it?
His hopes, his dreams.
He's a roguishly handsome driver.
Nice.
And he's going to do big things in 2021.
Wow. Does that include the fat chick from the supermarket?
Maybe. I'm not going to comment on standards. Brody Steen is being kept honest at the front, but it doesn't really look like Sean Kenny has anything for him. This is a relatively short race at 20 minutes, so I feel like the idea that he's maybe like trying to save tires or something is unlikely. Oh, I found Future Risk for Tabletop Simulator, by the way, Byron. So
Future Risk.
So, well,
that man's dead. He's dead.
That was Barrier, I think. It was Bertrand Barrier going off the track. That was very weird.
He seems to have spun off into the Barrier.
Yeah, that was just through the, I want to say that's Jackie Ixbot, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, but I do believe that is the turn name there. I know that I know there are drivers who have turns around here named after them, and I don't necessarily remember which one is which.
Both of them are Jeff. Only
one of them is Belgium, to my knowledge, actually, which is Jackie X, of course. Richard DeRoche on the tail of John Spriggs. This is for a podium, so very big deal right now. Richard's had weird results in this series. He definitely has a lot of pace, but things have not 100% come together for him. And Brody Steen has eked out about a half second this lap over Sean Kenny. Does Josiah Jerome have yet another flag? I feel like that's not the one he was using last time.
No, that was the one he was using last time. Yeah, yeah, it is.
They're keeping us guessing. Richard, oh man, Richard is all over the back of John Spriggs. He wants through. Camera guy, can we stick with this for a bit? Because this could get fun.
Place him within the barrier.
I would also like to, on commentary, announce the addition to Audi WRT's lineup for the 3D Speed Series, John Picha and Dixon Hurst.
All right.
They have joined Michael Magus and Paul Riccobeni in the hopefully triumphant return of the Audi to the ESR grid. Oh boy. Richard is all over John Spriggs right now as Martin Edmonds gets around the outside of Andrew D. Andrew D must have made a mistake because that is not a run you generally get. And we'll see if Andrew D can hold off Glenn Cavis for a while. Paul Hopp still moving forward. He's up to 11th place.
One could even say that he's leapfrogging competition.
He's now the top Dutch driver in the field, having overtaken Serge Hendricks. And there is Chris Johnston, who just moved up into... Oh, I think we may have jinxed Paul Hopp. No, there he is. He's still there. Okay. He got overtaken by Johnston, but was still there. I was wondering if he had, spun off or something, but nope. There he is in the yellow and black and red Corvette. Chris Johnston trying to find his way through at the Jackie X Bach. And Richard DeRoche continues to trail John Spriggs. I'm going to get a track map actually to put up here. That makes a lot of sense.
I don't see the real reason to have a track map. It's just a big old oval. All they're doing is making right turns all day.
This is not IndyCar or NASCAR, sir.
It's European NASCAR. They drive weird cars and it's just the right hands instead of left hand turns.
There, I have it up on the other monitor now. Haha!
Grotesque.
And I was right. It is the Jackie Ekbach. Andrew D. down to 7th place. Was at one point in 5th. In a bit of trouble. He is still the top Corvette in the field with Glenn Cavis right behind him. That's mostly because of the misfortune that has befallen the Argentinian driver Luciano Ichazo. So it is Brody Steen leading for BMW pretty comfortably. He's legging it over the rough of Sean Kenny. John Spriggs on the podium also for BMW. P45 with Richard DeRoche. Then BMWs for Jerome and Edmonds. D in the top Corvette. Cavis in the Corvette. John Barker in the BMW. And Tyler Agelli in 10th place in his return in the P45. No Cadillacs in the top 10. And I must say, it's pretty surprising to see Chris Johnston down in 10th place. I know he qualified poorly, but it looks like this is not really even translated into any kind of pace.
Well, I mean, if he had all that cocaine I prescribed to him earlier, it would have been all right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Moscow faster!
On board with Andrew D., who is still trailing Martin Edmonds. Martin's tires will probably be fine for this race. It'll be race number 2 where they go completely... Oh, whoa. He really was taking a weird line there. I don't know what was up with that. Thought the D was going to dive him into Klein chicane, maybe? I don't know. Richard DeRoche could not get around John Spriggs there. That BMW hangs on to the podium for now. Looks like we've lost Ayrton Tobin from the race, unless you believe that Zach Wolf has actually lapped him 3 times, and 4 times apparently now.
Yes.
Seems unlikely.
Well, I
Andrew
mean, Tobin
D.
isn't that good.
Andrew D. trying to get up the inside of Martin Edmonds.
Also, apparently, the guy's colorblind and ate a green potato.
That too.
Or no, he ate a green potato and now he's colorblind? I can't remember.
Well, he was aware it was a green potato, so he definitely had the color perception beforehand. As Andrew D. gets around the outside of Martin Edmonds, who completely makes a hash out of Jackie Ickbot. I made a potato reference that didn't involve poutine and Martin. That's amazing.
That is amazing. Well, you know, I asked him about it, and he just thought, apparently he thought the green potato thing was a myth. And then my ass went, bruh, have you not played Minecraft?
Generally speaking, things that are not their natural color are not a great idea to eat.
Correct. Don't eat green blueberries either.
Or strawberries.
Those leave your particular area very fast, and wow.
Yep.
There is a particular affectation that my grandmother still uses to this day. Is if you see somebody moving very, very fast in a kind of a frantic manner, she will say that you were doing the green apple quick step. I'm not going to elaborate. You can do that in your brain.
Yeah, you can handle that in your own noggin. So, well, Sean Kent, you know what? This fight between John Spriggs and Richard DeRoche should be playing into Sean Kenny's hands to get away. It's not, though. So Sean Kenny is really struggling for pace right now. He's lost about 2 seconds in the last little bit to Brody Steen, too. So he's just going slow.
You won't get the Steenizer.
So Martin Edmonds on the tail. If anyone was using hard tires, it'd be Martin Edmonds, and he is not. So he is still on the tail of Andrew D. and ahead of Glenn Cavis. Shout out to Zach Wolf, who's only 1.5 seconds behind Cole McRae. That is a huge improvement for him. Because he's really been struggling.
He is a wolf in German clothing.
He is a new driver to the series.
Put him in the wall! Get him, Richard! Get him
Richard DeRoche all over John Spriggs. I will finish that thought after we get through with this. Looking down the inside of the second chicane, defended well by Spriggs. You feel like Richard is the fastest of these three, and he just can't find a way past. Anyways, to finish off my thoughts, Zach Wolf, very new to the community, academy driver now. And I must say, every round out, he's made great improvements. I think I even noted that on my onboard for my Twitch. And I would never say anything on Twitch that wasn't entirely true.
Me neither.
Luciano Echazo versus Chris Johnson. Two guys that feel very out of place fighting over 11th place. I'm not going to lie. And it looks like for now, that is going to go Echazo's way. In the mix there is also Bertrand Barrier, who feels a little bit out of place being behind them, to be honest. Down the inside of the Jackie X-Bot goes the lone Cadillac in the field, Chris Johnston. He's going to get it. And actually, Bertrand Barrier says, thank you. You opened the door. I'm going to take that. And the banged up BMW might have it here, but Echazo goes down the inside of turn 1. And might... Oh, come on, camera guy. You're killing me. No offense to Andrew D. and Josiah Jerome, but that battle was getting spicy.
Follow me, camera guy. You'll lug my nuts. Maybe
might be actually one of...
Sorry, what?
That might be one of your better ones, actually, to be honest.
Well, I mean, just wait, because I'm going to ask for the wrestling fans at home, who is Jackie X-Pac?
Jackie X is a former Ferrari and Porsche driver. I want to say he's still alive, but I'm not 100% certain on that.
Many machines on X.
He raced in the 60s and the 70s, so you know he is of the advanced age for racers. He is known as a really good driver, but never really quite championship material. And the blocked part is just, apparently that's the Belgian word for turn.
Oh, okay.
For example, if you look around this track, there's the Jackie X-Bach, the Jochen Ritbach, the Bonder, I'm going to try this, Boulderberg Garscherpa. Bucked.
Yeah, I'm going to need a link to see that word. That's amazing.
It is BOLD, so bold. ER BERGHAASRP.
You've already lost me. I have no idea.
I'll give you here. I'll give you a link.
Can you sound that with your mouth?
I tried.
Yeah.
It didn't go great. Turn 8.
Turn 18. Boulderberg Harspelbocht. Boulderberg Harspelbocht.
And I don't know who that's named after, or if it's named after anyone, so I'm having a hard time with it. Oh, John Spriggs finding his way past Sean Kenny's pace has just died. Here, he's gonna hang on for now, but I think there's only 2 minutes left, so he might be able to hang on. That was Zach Wolf getting out of the way in the yellow BMW. That was a lapping consideration, but what has happened to Sean Kenny, and how has Richard DeRoche and John Spriggs, as DeRoche forces his way back through into third place? Oh, Cole McRae moving very slowly. That might just be him getting out of the way, though.
Dang, Spriggans.
How on earth has this not been a surefire second place for Sean Kenny? By the way, Brody Steen losing about 0.8 of a second. And more, apparently. He might have a problem. I want to say, I remember him saying on Discord that he ran out of fuel towards the end of this race and had to nurse it home. So we might be at the point where he's nursing that car home. Sean Zulu in 13th place. Bertrand Barrier, by the way, is holding on to reverse grid pole right now. That could be interesting because he's got some pace that he has not really been able to show in this particular race, and might be it for. Could we have a first time winner in race number 2? Maybe.
Well, maybe there's only going to be one anyway. So.
Well, I think we still counted the race as when the connection is lost, so it still does count. Richard DeRoche looking to get past Sean Kenny. Man, Sean, come on, Sean. Hang on, buddy. Find the frequency. Also, figure out a way for your Super Mega Baseball character to be less thin-skinned. I don't know.
What?
If you watch the Super Mega Baseball videos, Sean Kenny's character constantly goes into slumps over not even it's like, oh man, I went 0 for 2. I'm in a slump now. It's like, you're over 2, buddy. Feel good about yourself, goddammit.
Yeah, bro. If I don't hit a home run for 2 games, I mean, it's not normal, but it's okay. I thought you were talking about my character. I'm like, I don't remember my character being that thin-skinned.
Oh no! Contact between Sean Zulu and I think that's the newcomer, Paul Hop, that got caught up in that. It's not great. We're on the last lap here. Brody Steen is leading, but maintaining very little fuel. And he has Sean Kenny and Richard DeRoche, veteran drivers with a great deal of talent, on his tail. And, oh, that's a nice move by Rich. No, Richard! No!
I stand before you, a veteran of 1,000 psycho cars.
Martin Edmonds is going side by side with Andrew D as well. Glenn Cavis in the mix. A lot of smoke there, but I didn't see a car off.
Who's this, Andrew Diaz?
Andrew D, not Andrew Diaz. Sean Kenny has been relegated to 3rd behind John Spriggs. It's going to be a BMW. 1-2 by the looks of it. Brody Steen hangs on to beat John Spriggs and Sean Kenny to the line. Martin Edmonds trying to improve on his position. We know he struggles in race number 2 and needs a little bit of help probably. He'll come across the line in 7th place. Further back, we have Sean Zulu in a fight with, that's Bertrand Barrier and also Serge Hendricks. One of the P45s is off. I think that was Tyler Agelli who was off. And this has just made things a lot more interesting down the stretch here. Luciano Echazo had a terrible race. Chris Johnston's off. Oh no. things got weird here at the end. We're gonna have to
I like weird.
we're gonna have to decompress some of this. There's Scott Nick coming across the line in his RUF. Cole McRae. So Brody Steen is your winner from Spriggs and Kenny. Richard DeRoche takes 4th place with fastest lap. Josiah Jerome, Andrew D, Martin Edmonds, Glenn Cavis, John Barker, Bertrand Barria, your top 10. Sean Zulu, Serge Hendricks, Tyler Agelli, Michael Magus, and Paul Hop. Rounding off the reverse grid. So Paul Hop is going to start on pole in just his second ESR race.
Ha-cha-cha.
Talk about the pressure.
Get him. I've stumbled across a foghorn leghorn meme dump.
I'm listening.
And some of these are very... boy, I said, boy, you're about to exceed the limitations of my medication. Boy, I said, boy, you are about as useless as the back pocket on a T-shirt. I say, that boy is playing with a full deck all right. He just slow at shuffling.
Ooh, it's an all Corvette front row, actually. It's Hop and Magus.
Womp, 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 womp. And then does a wheelie and skids out.
Well, hopefully not. All right, here we go. By the way, Paul Riccobeni will be sporting the Golf Audi, Byron.
Ha-cha-cha. Oh, my God. Oh, no. There needs to be a mandatory wide shot, like a helicopter shot on the start of every race. I need to see all the things.
Indeed.
There's a lot of calamity in the background there.
You're a little
straight
bit
sideways.
I think you're a little bit ahead of me, actually, because I just got to the start, but there is a lot of calamity.
Oh, see, we're having this issue with Twitch where it just jumps on me for no reason.
Well, I did see Mike Magus facing the wrong direction, so that's not great. And out of all of it, though, Paul Hop has come out in first place ahead of Bertrand Barrier, and Martin Edmonds is up to 3rd. What is this sorcery?
I've just hit minute 39.
I am at... Yep. I'm about 15 seconds behind you, so
yeah,
I will say when I hit... Yeah, okay.
I'll see what happens, and I'll try and vocally react at the same time you do.
So Martin Edmonds up into 2nd place. Barrier went off the track, and once again, the Frenchman is having problems. Chris Johnston's at the back, so he's not gotten off to a good start at all. It looks like Ayrton Tobin is missing from the grid here in race number 2. Michael Magus has recovered from his spin and is in 15th spot. Also falling backwards was Richard DeRoche, who's down to 18th spot. Zulu down to 20th. D down to 18th. So all kinds of problems here in the early going. And it's all up to rookie Paul Hop, who has the lead from Martin Edmonds, Serge Hendricks, and this man, Tyler Agelli, who we are on board with in the P45.
Smelly Agelli. Is that not a good nickname?
That's pretty solid.
Give it some welly Agelli.
Looking for Brody Steen here. He's up to 7th place, so he's made good progress here early going. Now, if Martin Edmonds can hit the front, maybe he can do something, but it also depends on that tire situation. We've said it before, Martin is an absolute ruiner of tires. Glenn Cavis in the mix as well in 5th place. So a couple of Corvettes looking for reasonably solid runs here. Brody Steen's got his eyes set on John Barcadero for 6th place. Hop holding on to lead, so he's doing an excellent job. Definitely does feel like he's pulling a bit of a Jarno Trulli, since I know there are some non-race fans watching this. Jarno Trulli was a F1 driver who had a certain level of infamy for qualifying quite well, and thus being near the front at the start of the race and having absolutely no race pace to match that qualifying ability. So he formed what is called the Trulli train, where just people couldn't quite get past him, but they definitely were faster than him. That's kind of... And not that Hop is doing badly, it should be mentioned, because really only Martin is sticky with him. There's actually a Serge Hendricks train kind of forming back in third place, so that's helping Hop out a fair bit. He needs to sprint, though, here if he wants to take home the W. James Butler having a better second race, up to 13th place. And Glenn Cavis is now the target of Brody Steen, who has gotten past John Barker, although lead change, Martin Edmonds to the front. Cavis is now still in fifth. He had a run there on Tyler Agelli, but couldn't make it happen. Two Dutch drivers on the podium right now, Byron.
If you ain't Dutch, you're probably somebody else.
Oh, Brody Steen down the inside of Glenn Cavis into the second chicane. And that's going to be fifth place for our race one leader, who hopefully has got his fuel correct this race. You think Richard DeRoche can make a charge here from 14th?
I think Richard DeRoche can charge virtually anybody because he's a lawyer.
Oh.
That's probably not accurate or true.
DeRoche, and Associates.
Correct. Do we beat him and how?
Not sure if we have any lawyers within the community. Actually, they've been hush hush if they are.
If you're a lawyer and you're part of the ESR community, and I've said something that you find actionable, fuck off.
I did enjoy the Legal Eagle video with did Justice Roberts scream at the other Supreme Court judges? He's just like, no. Tyler Agelli side by side with Brody Steen. Or actually, no, that was Serge Hendricks, actually. So that was for third place. Agelli on the charge. He might have something here. Glenn Cavis looking at the inside of Brody Steen. Steen looking to get past Serge Hendricks and replicate a little bit of what Tyler Agelli just did. And down the inside is a very damaged looking BMW of John Spriggs. But that is going to get him a spot over Bertrand Barrier. Barrier trying to fight back. Barrier's just had a rough day. This Zolder track has not been friendly to the Frenchman.
There's been a certain barrier to his achieving perfection.
I haven't seen the French take this bad of a beating in Belgium since the Napoleonic Wars.
Oh snap!
Brody Steen looking to get past Serge Hendrick. Glenn Cavis looking to get past both of them, frankly. And there's a lot of movement out of Serge Hendricks right now. That's not going to be good for his tires in the long run. We got 33 minutes to go. You can't be taking the life out of your tires already. Martin Edmonds is off to a 1.5 second lead over Paul Hop, Tyler Agelli in third. Brody Steen looking to get up into fourth with Serge Hendricks, Bertrand Barrier, and John Spriggs in the background. Spriggs with the overtake of Glenn Cavis. That was very bold, very brave by John Spriggs. Holy moly. Bringing it on. Barrier up the inside of Cavis as well. Glenn Cavis is falling like a stone.
That's a good song.
That's a good song. Tyler Agelli looking to get past Paul Hop. That's for second place, so Agelli on the charge. Suddenly, I have to rate that P45 as a proper contender here, although Martin Edmonds has gotten his lead up to 3.3 seconds, so it is looking good for Martin right now. If he can hang on to his tires.
He's going to need to...
Paul Hop's on the hards. So somebody has gambled on the hards, and it is Paul Hop. It looked good early on, but he doesn't seem to have a lot of fighting ability right now. We saw Edmonds and now Agelli kind of get past him pretty easily. But that might come into play later on. We'll see. Brody Steen down the inside of Serge Hendricks looking to make a move there, and he's got it. So both Dutchmen are starting to fall through the field. Chris Johnston is still at the back of the pack. Actually, I think we've lost him. I think we lost him, Sean Zulu, and Andrew D. Those are some big names out of this race. John Spriggs. That car does not look pretty, but it is overtaking people as it hangs on against Bertrand Barrier.
I'm not gonna
Brody
lie.
Steen with maybe the pass of the series there. That was sweet. Getting around Paul Hop.
Well done, sir. Well done. Every time you mention your boy Zulu, the song "Hey Zulu" by Redman and Method Man goes through my head. Hey Zulu! Oh my goodness, you're in for a treat there.
Oh, so in about 15 seconds, we're gonna get something cool.
I enjoyed it.
Edmonds at front has got it up to almost 4 seconds over Agelli, so Agelli's surge might not be a race winner. John Spriggs getting another spot there as he gets past Hendricks. Contact! One of the BMWs is off. Which BMW is that? Because you all have very similar liveries and are very annoyed by it. It's Serge Hendricks. Serge Hendricks is out.
Tappy, tappy, nappy, nappy.
The Dutch hopes are now all on Paul Hop. Paul Hop needs to hope that his hard tires become an asset in this race. Top 10 rundown here at the 10-minute mark of this race. Martin Edmonds leads the way from Tyler Agelli. Brody Steen is danger man, though, in third place. Glenn Cavis looking to get back up past Bertrand Barrier, so I'll continue my rundown once this is settled. Looks like Barrier's got it for now. And Paul Hop in fourth. John Spriggs fifth, then it's the Barrier-Cavis battle for sixth place. John Barker's in eighth. Had a kind of a quiet day for John Barker, to be honest. Luciano Echazo and Josiah Jerome rounding off the top 10.
Kind of interested to see how much more this Twitch stream will skip forward for me. Or why it's doing it.
I don't know. There's got to be a hotkey or something
I'm
going
not.
on. I don't
See, that's
know.
the thing. I would agree with you, but I've not clicked on that window, like the browser.
Brody Steen
on that
overtaking
monitor.
Tyler Agelli. Sorry, I got to give Brody his moment in the sun here.
Well,
But
that's totally
continue.
cool. I
Continue.
understand that we're actually here to do commentary on a race. But I'm funnier.
There was like a
Anyway.
5 wide going on in the background. That could have been
Yeah.
really messy. Spriggs and Barrier have gotten past Hop, as has Cavis. So Paul Hop got the worst end of that. He's down to 7th place. Continue, Byron.
Anyway, ordinarily weird shit like this does happen to me, but I have to be selecting that browser and using my press to talk. And I haven't selected that browser since we hit play in the beginning. So
Bertrand Barrier losing a spot to Glenn Cavis, who's coming back through the grid. So one Corvette is flying backwards, but Cavis might be coming forward somewhat. Never mind, he's held off there. John Barker and Luciano Echazo will be next up on the Paul Hop sweepstakes as they look to take 7th place. Sean Kenny into the top 10. Josiah Jerome falling behind both him and James Butler.
Le Boudelier.
Paul Hop is struggling badly right now, and he just kind of forced John Barker off the track, and it let Luciano Echazo through. That might go to the stewards, I would imagine. Bertrand Barrier on the tail of John Spriggs. He's been here for quite some time, and Spriggs' car, despite the clear visual damage, doesn't appear to be having that hard of a time navigating the track. Sean Kenny has also gotten past John Barker, and James Butler is looking to take that spot as well. The battle of the JBs. Who are you cheering for here, Byron? Barcadero or Boutelier?
Well, I mean, it's real tough since they are normally a tag team. And so I'm going to say that Sean Kenny's probably fucked.
Josiah Jerome just got between them, and briefly, although Butler has taken that spot back, so we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Martin Edmonds' lead is being carved into by Brody Steen. I don't think that's a tire fade or anything. I just think that's Brody's pace. Brody is definitely the man to beat today. Hop and Echazo go side by side into the Klein chicane. And then into the second chicane. Barrier all over the back end of Spriggs. Down to 16 cars here with the losses of D, Zulu, Hendricks, Johnston, and I think we've lost... No, Cole McRae's still there. Who else have we lost?
Well, I wouldn't say lost, but I mean, I don't see that Tobin kid anywhere.
Well, he was gone in the first race, so there's somebody else missing. We started with 22 cars, lost Tobin, that was 21. We've lost somebody else. Can't put my finger on who it is.
I think we should insist that Ayrton change his last name to Toefungus. Just because I think it'd be funny. And also, if he does a race with some other league, then they'll have to actually say it out loud.
That's true. Glenn Cabus. Oh, no, pardon me. It's Luciano Chazo getting up past Paul Hopp there. The hard tires have not worked out for Paul Hopp so far. Maybe late in the race he can make a comeback.
No comeback for you when you get out.
Oh, you know who it is? It's Richard DeRoche.
Oh, shit.
Lost Grande Ricardo.
Insert Stanley Tucci gif. Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Bertrand Barrier on the tail of John Spriggs, looking for that 4th place. Looking a lot healthier than Spriggs' car, but that has not stopped Spriggs' car so far. Brody Steen has got the gap down to just over a second to Martin Edmonds. He is looking for the double. Can he become the only man other than Mike Stockmill to do the double in this series?
A double win? I don't know. Depends on if Martin is already off the track or not due to tire maintenance.
I mean, the problem is that Steen has been catching Edmonds even with the tires being fine. I don't like Martin's chances. That gap is... Well, it grew that time around about 0.3, but that gap is coming down. Bertrand Barrier looking once again to get past John Spriggs. Battle of BMWs. And he's got it. Barrier to 4th place. This is a track that should play to Barrier's strengths. We kind of have said in the past that his speed is good, but he's a little aggressive. He's a little rough around the edges. And but this is the type of track that is required on. Should really play to his strengths. Because both the chicanes leave you very on edge. Like I said earlier on, overtaking requires a certain level of aggression and boldness that Barrier has in spades.
Bro, are you demolishing half the world over there? What's going on?
That was my water bottle falling over.
Stop using it like a gavel. Guilty!
No, I've got too much trash on my desk. I gotta clean my desk out.
Well, all you gotta do is move your arm in a certain way and you're good.
Oh, not really, because actually then it just goes on the bookshelf.
That's what I'm saying. One sweeping motion. Sweep the desk, Johnny.
Well, most of it wouldn't even go on the bookshelf, because the bookshelf is full of, books.
This is true.
The bookshelf would the bookshelf would Dikembe Mutombo that.
And your world-class collection of dollar store skull rings.
I have only one world-class collection, sir, and that is my copious amounts of dice blocks.
There you go.
I can't help it; they're pretty.
Mm-hmm. I'm not disagreeing.
I brought some board game stuff to my sisters once because her friends are like, "We want to play board games." I'm like, "Okay, let's see how this goes." It went pretty well, actually. And I don't remember. Somehow, someone asked me, "Did you bring any dice?" My sister's like, "My brother always has dice, even when we're not playing board games." Brody Steen, in the meantime, has taken the lead, so he is looking for the double. He's gotten past Martin Edmonds. Paul Hopp has fallen down to 10th place. He's lost out to Barker and to Sean Kenny. Barker did get Kenny, so you're right there. You
Told
got
you.
him. Although I don't think
Working
Butler played any role on that because Butler's behind Magus, Jerome, and McRae now.
He was a decoy. You don't understand strategy, Mike. It's okay.
I understand strategy. Fine, thank you. Actually doing a whole Battletech beginner's guide for YouTube. That's my current project for today. I have the first episode up and the second episode ready, and then I'm going to film the third after we're doing this, done with this commentary.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You can guest star in if you want.
No, I'm good.
John Spriggs just gets a front row seat to Barrier, moving up into third place ahead of Tyler Agelli. So Barrier is on the charge. I made that joke about the French not getting beaten this badly since the Napoleonic War, but he has proven me wrong. He is on a march, and next on his list is Martin Edmonds, who is one of the few people who will understand Bertrand's trash talk. Bertrand's English is a little limited, but he does try. John Spriggs.
A seal.
John Spriggs next up to try to get past Tyler Agelli. That P45 does lack straight line speed, but there's not super long straights here. It did well in Richard DeRoche's hands in race 1. Tyler Agelli had a fairly decent race 1 until the end when he beached it like a whale. But it does feel like he is in a bad part of town right now with John Spriggs looking at him. Martin Edmonds is keeping up with Brody Steen, so this is not over by any means. But it does feel like Brody might be pacing himself.
Bertrand running around the track going, seal you, seal you, seal you, you're cool. If you don't understand that joke, do a French or English to French translation of seal.
Oh, Tyler Agelli got past Barrier there. Heading down to the second chicane. Very nice move.
Put him in the wall.
I've been like I've been giving up on people like a little too much in this race, it seems. Okay. I'm watching. Heading into the hairpin. Bertrand looking down the inside. He gets it. Agelli goes wide. Keeps it into the Jochen Rindt-Bach. I don't know why that's called a turn. It's just full gas the whole way. And Bertrand around the outside. And he's got it. Back into third place. Barrier. Although this is really playing into the hands of Glenn Cabus, who's right up on the back of this fight now for the last spot on the podium. And Luciano Ichazo in the red Corvette is coming.
Little red Corvette.
How'd I know I would spark that from you?
Well, it's easy. Music is always easy to rip out of my brain.
It is. Tyler Agelli is in the midst of some rarefied air right now. Some really good drivers like Barrier, Cabus. Give it a little flash of the headlights. I'm not sure what that's about. Cabus is going to go for it. Cabus got Spriggs and now is going for Agelli. And Agelli's going to hold on to that. And Spriggs is coming back at Cabus. This is really playing into the hands of Bertrand Barrier because he's managed to sprint out a little bit of a gap. Cabus holds on the inside. No, he doesn't. Spriggs has got it again. So John Spriggs back into 5th place. Cabus 6th. Luciano Ichazo now on the back of this in 7th place. Looks like we've lost another car because we're down to 19 now. What is the name? Cole McRae. We've lost Cole McRae from the field.
What a quitter.
Actually, the fact that he's completely gone suggests that the internet gave out.
I think he just reached down, yanked that Ethernet cable.
Ooh, John Spriggs looking down the inside of Tyler Agelli. Nothing going. Man, Barrier is sprinted way. Wait, where's Barrier? Bertrand Barrier went off somehow and is back in 7th place. Oh, my lord.
He was just going so fast that he's lapped everybody. He's all the way back up to 7th place.
He is not. He's down to 7th place.
Okay, fine.
Glenn Cabus probably going to lose out here to Luciano Echazo. Echazo's got a lot of pace. John Barker has gotten past him. Oh man, Barrier's out of the race. No, Bertrand. Things were looking so good.
I was encouraged. I was ready to get right on board on the Bertrand train.
We were on the bandwagon, and it's gone. The double B bandwagon.
The Bertrand choo-choo, no leave de station.
He is out of the race. By the way, Zach Wolston to 14th place off of that, and is, I believe, on for his best finish of the season.
I mean, to be honest, if I was racing, that's exactly what happened to me. I would like to think that I would eventually start doing very well and then make one mistake and it would just caterwaul off into the distance of just an apocalypse. It was just I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden everything was exploding and on fire and upside down.
That could definitely happen. That did happen at Nürburgring when I got flipped over and did a barrel roll, basically. Yeah. So that can happen. John Spriggs looking to get back on the podium once again with that ugly car. I don't mean the BMW's ugly. I mean he's squashed the face in. He's trying to make an all BMW podium. Right now, Tyler Agelli hanging on. Echazo and Cabus in their Corvettes are keeping close pace. John Barker's up to 7th. Sean Kenny, Paul Hops in 9th. 10th place for Michael Magus. John Spriggs looking down the inside of Agelli into the Klein chicane, and Agelli's going to hang on. I don't really know if the inside of the Klein chicane is really the place to go. It feels like it. Don't get me wrong. When you're driving down the Klein chicane, you feel like that's the attack position. I'm just not certain it is.
But what if Doink the Clown raced IndyCar?
It would be horrifying.
Probably not wrong. Whoa! No, never mind.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Hey,
oh, Spriggs gets past Agelli and then loses it. So it looks like he got a little too offline there. And if you're paying attention to the ESR drinking game, you got to drink off that because John Spriggs just got overtaken after overtaking.
Hell yeah, we got to actually write down. I've forgotten all the rules to that.
I remember.
I remember that one of them was if you refer to yourself as the racer, if you, the commentator, or if a commentator refers to their racing
in third person.
In the third person, you have to drink.
Luciano Echazo making his way up past John Spriggs there, so that's going to be 4th place for him for the time being. Still a definite 4-car fight here for the podium. Sean Kenny is all over the back of John Barker. We've not really gotten a look at that. We've kind of gotten a rear view look at that. I'd be interested. That got a little bit of camera love. Michael Magus has tumbled down from 10th down to 12th and a lot of time, so probably off the track. Brody Steen leads by 3.8 seconds with a little over 13 minutes to go. But he is pulling away once again from Martin Emmons.
I want to see if we can lock Martin and Bertrand in the same room together and while they're racing and just listen to them talk shit in French.
Probably can make it happen. Just make them team up for one of the events.
I don't speak. I speak very little French, and what I do speak.
Sean Kenny with a hell of a run out of the Jackie Ickbot and into turn 1, and he's got John Barker.
Many machines on X.
And John Spriggs getting back past Luciano Echazo into 4th place. In fact, shoved him wide enough that Glenn Cabus got through as well. That's
oh, he had enough room for the Cabus toss.
Yeah. Glenn Cabus having a really solid run here in race 2. But Echazo probably not done yet. In fact, he does re-overtake Cabus for 5th place. John Barker with my favorite BMW because it's not a white car.
Correct.
Literally the only one on the circuit that is not a white, blue, and red BMW factory livery. Well, we had Sean. Zach Wolf actually is also on the track.
The boys in the bright white sports cars.
John Spriggs trying to become that boy in the bright white sports car, looking to make it an all BMW podium. Can he get it? Ichazo's looking to go through as well. And it is going to be Spriggs ahead of Igeli. So John Spriggs now needs to put down his best laps. He needs qualifying laps right now to break away from this pack. Ichazo and Cabus might be able to go around the outside of Igeli here. Ichazo is through. Cabus is not yet, but he is still going for it. And I think he's got it. I think both Corvettes are through. And Tyler Igeli drops down to 6th place. Was in 3rd place, suddenly in 6th. Josiah Jerome moving up to 9th place, overtaking Paul Hopp.
Maggle, I have something to share with you after the race.
Okay.
Somebody has taken I'm going to say WWF. Fuck WWE. That's in the title of the thing, kind of. But somebody's taken all kinds of wrestling characters and turned them into like anime-style characters with catchphrases and stuff that kind of embody the essence of the picture. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to this.
Indeed you shall. Oh no, Luciano! No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Only kidding.
Well, Luciano for now holds 4th place. Camera's on him. Brody Steen's up to 7.3 seconds ahead of Edmonds, so the double does look fairly safe right now. Martin's not one to make a late race charge because, as we have said before, he's probably got the worst tires of anyone out there.
I agree.
I caught myself doing that while recording BattleTech. I was doing the Hell's Fire.
Oh no.
Stuff, and I'm just like, welcome to BattleTech with Hell's Fire, where everything sounds like a question. The only difference is it actually is a question. I see that Hell's Fire and Ace play Tabletop Simulator. I should maybe give them a ring. Whoa, John Barker! John Barker, I think, completely messed up his braking there and ended up dive-bombing Sean Kenny, but managed to avoid any significant contact. That is worthy of applause, which means a slap in the face. So, John Barker saves lives.
These are possible true things.
7.5 minutes to go. Well, plus a couple seconds. Brody Steen still leading from Martin Edmonds. John Spriggs looks comfortable in 3rd, but Ichazo is on his tail. Glenn Cabus in 5th. Tyler Igeli 6th. Sean Kenny 7th. John Barker. Josiah Jerome. James Butler up at the top 10. It's good for him. Butler's had a bit of a rough round. Also running are Paul Hopp, Michael Magus, Scott Nick, and Zach Wolf.
Please tell me that he gets much better. So here's my anime plan for the Zach Wolf timeline.
Hit it.
So he struggles to become the best. At one point, finally succeeds. Has 3 to 5 dudes that really like him, and are sort of in awe by him. And he forms a new racing team called the Wolf Pack, and then he slowly becomes the villain.
I like it.
I've done it. There, book it.
Actually, I'm planning a big Christmas Eve fight sim event.
Oh man,
There will be a TKO card, an MFC card, a shark fight card, and I got to find something on the East Coast for Paul Riccobeni to compete in.
New Jersey All Pro.
Probably be a Ring of Combat or LFA.
That seems fair.
And you're going to like who you're fighting against because he poses absolutely no threat to you and you really don't like him.
I mean, the second part's all right. What? Am I fighting Kelso or J-Dog?
No. Someone with no redeeming qualities.
Oh, this is Donald Trump.
No, well, I mean, it could be Donald Trump. But no. Let me put it this way: you've heard way too much on his opinions on cheese.
Oh Jesus. Okay, yeah. Derby, Dragonlance, you going all the way down to Moldy Cheese Town, and not like good moldy. It's like cheese that fell down behind something and now it's moldy. It's not like expert mold.
I've figured out who everybody's fighting, but I'm trying to give everyone a fun fight. Still with Luciano Ichazo in 4th place here. Trying to track down John Spriggs for that podium. Tyler Agelli's really dropped off the back of this, but still a very solid run for him. He's in 6th place. I think he probably can handle that. Sean Kenny on his tail. Also, this race may end at any second because I know that the recording or the server crashes at some point around now.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, there it is. Cars just disappeared.
Timed that one pretty good, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh, very nice there, sir.
And that's the end of the race. Everybody go home. No more racing ever again because EA bought all the racing sims, so there's not going to be any more racing.
No, they just bought Codemasters.
What's every racing ever?
It's not every racing ever. All right, let's give a quick standings rundown here and tell you where we're headed next. The answer to the next is, I think, Mid-Ohio, I want to say.
It's actually Maximum Ohio, okay?
Oh, no, pardon me. It's Zandvoort. Mid-Ohio's the season finale. So we're up to Zandvoort next. All right, scoring detail. With his double win today, Brody Steen has a commanding lead in the championship, 4:58. Or 4:48, but 5:48. There we go.
8:45.
Dyslexia kicking in. Over John Spriggs, who's on 4:18. Richard DeRoche, 4:12. Martin Edmonds is in 4th place on 3:78. And Glenn Camus, 3:49 in 5th place. So that's pretty nice. Whoa! I've overtaken Mike Stockmill. I don't know how to feel about this.
That's slow-ass German.
I'm on 302 and Stockmill's on 300. I'm also ahead of Chris Johnston, so go figure. Go figure. Check it out to see if that indeed was Zach Wolf's best finish of the season, and I'm correct. He picked up 13th place today, which is his best of the season. Well, looks like somebody got a DNF that probably maybe shouldn't have, so I might have to bring that up to Martin. Because we were at 14 cars when the server crashed.
You can't prove that.
Maybe
you can.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Because it's saying it's got Zach in 14th on the results, but he's in 15th on this or 13th on the summary. This is a little confusing. Let's see Who's admin work live on commentary?
Ban them all.
Oh, you know what it is? I think it's Paul Hop. His race app was not working. That's
And therefore he crashed the whole race.
Well, oh, he actually did quite well. He picked up quite a few points. Although I think his is wrong because it's got him in P1, which is... Oh, no, I guess it's right. It's right.
I would like
It's
to
just-
file
be
a
added
petition to have
afterwards.
all race points converted into Sonic the Hedgehog rings. For no reason.
All right, so we're still waiting on the results of the stewarding report for this one, but it was a pretty good race, particularly by Zolder standards. Zolder gets a bad rap in my opinion, but there is some difficulty with overtaking. But there was a lot of fun to be had. Zandvoort should be another good race. So should Mid Ohio. They're going to be really exciting, I think. And of course, in the new year, we got the upcoming ACC Enduro. 3D Speed is back. The Sunday GT Challenge is back. And of course, the Academy. Actually, you know what? Let's give the Academy a little bit of love here. Because I actually have not watched their second round yet. And it would be good to know how they did. So let's see who's up and coming in the Academy world. Academy season 5. Oh, doesn't seem to have it up yet. Justin, you're slacking.
I'm gonna find you, Justin.
Also doesn't seem to have any standings for the first round, which is a bit weird. Nothing from Zolder. It was a bit weird. I don't know what's going on here. Is that a shakedown, maybe?
It sounds like it's time to wrap up the video, is what it sounds like.
Does sound like it. Neutral Jungle 24 was the winner at Zolder. I don't know who that is. They don't race under that name, but I don't know who that is.
That was me.
Oh, it was you. Well,
Yep.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, with my new racing set, I'm good.
Byron has a rig. Well, not a rig, but he has a wheel and he has pedals. And he's not going to use them.
And I got a shifter. I think the shifter's missing a wind, like something on the bottom of the gear to tighten it. It's literally just the post. I think there's supposed to be something on the bottom of that to wind her up, like a handle or a gear or something.
Can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back at you for the next round, which will be on Saturday, obviously. And is it on Saturday?
I don't know. I just work here.
I
Also,
don't even know.
I'm gonna be all holidayed up and semi-drunk.
Oh no, we resumed the series in January. So actually, we're basically on break. Basically on break. So there you go.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
Peace out.